you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for
Good.
asking.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Your name is Maya.
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Luciano. I'm from Brazil.
Nice to meet you, Luciano. I'm from England.
Oh, that's great. You said you learn Spanish?
I'm trying. I'm not
you
doing a very good job.
know how difficult it is to get stuck every time trying to express yourself fully. And the second thing that I realize, I can't sound like intelligent when I talk in another language.
Yeah,
Yes, because I need to use simple words all the time to communicate. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's okay. Like everyone, especially on here, your tutors, we know that you are learning. So I understand. I know that you are learning. I work full time on Cambly, so I speak all day to people who are learning. I am learning myself. So do not worry if you cannot express something or say something, because if you do not know, then you can ask me and I can tell you, and then you know.
Okay.
I have a southern English accent. Um, so, I sound different to
Okay.
someone in all other, everyone all across England. We all sound very different.
Okay, very different than you?
Then, yeah, we all sound very different to each other.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, like me compared to someone in London, compared to someone in the south of England or the north, we all sound very, very, very different.
Okay, I got it. In Brazil, we have different accents inside because it's a huge country. Canadian, American, and British. I
Yeah.
think Canadian is the meter of the.
Yeah, it is slightly. I think they sound more like Americans than English people, but they're not so American, they've got their own thing going on. Australians as well.
Okay,
New
Australia is
Zealand.
very different. Australia is for me is the hardest to understand because they short the sentence a lot and change.
Everything. They shorten everything. I lived in Australia for 5 or 6 months,
Oh, that's great.
and everyone. I worked in a cafe. Everyone would shorten everything. Can I have avo on toast, which is avocado? Um, I'm going up to Brizzy for the weekend, which is Brisbane. Um, like just everything they made shorter, and it used to drive me crazy. I hated it.
Yeah, you have to guess a lot of things because they contract and a lot of different slangs.
Yeah, like people used to ask for a mugachino,
Magachina?
and I worked with a Spanish girl and an Argentinian girl, and this Australian guy was going a mugachino, and they had to come and get me because they were like, what is he saying? And he was asking for a mug of cappuccino.
Mug of cappuccino.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like these poor girls, these two Spanish speaking girls were like,
I,
I have no idea what he is saying. And I was like, it's okay.
okay, that's really interesting. do you work remotely or you need to teach English on school, something like that?
Yeah, I work full time on Cambly, actually. So the great thing about this job is I set my own hours,
Yes.
and I can do this job with internet connection and a quiet room.
I took some class with Caitlin. Caitlin is a tutor on Cambly. She lives in a van
Oh,
on
nice.
Texas, yes. She lives with your boyfriend.
Okay.
Obviously, they don't live all the time in the van, but they choose some place to spend some days. There's something good to do when you work remotely is no different place because you can work everywhere. You just need
Yes,
the connection internet like
exactly.
they. Yes.
Yeah, me and my boyfriend is from Argentina.
Oh, it's a
Um,
neighborhood.
yeah, right.
Yes.
um, we want to do this. We want to travel in a van around Europe. Um, so um, we would love to, but we do not have a van, so we cannot do that.
Okay. It's so nice. You can go everywhere, have contact with the nature. Can you correct me,
Yeah,
please?
yeah. Be in contact with nature and a
Nature.
part of the culture. That's perfect. If like what you said, be in contact with nature. You said it right. You took a guess and you were correct. It paid off. If you if it was incorrect, I would have corrected you. It's learning a language is all about taking that risk and thinking, okay, I'm going to say it. If I'm wrong, I am
Yes,
wrong. And now I know how to say it.
exactly. And we need to take a risk, as you said. If you scared to make mistake, can you help me with
If
the
you're if you're scared to make a mistake,
you don't express yourself good, the subjects that you want to talk about?
mhm, the more the more afraid you are to make mistakes, the harder it is going to be for you to improve because you are not willing to make yourself vulnerable, like, okay, I made a mistake. And I say it like this, and I know next time how to say it.
Yes, we learn with the mistakes. I wing it in conversation. Is that right? Wing it.
Yeah, you wing it. Yeah,
Yes, I'm just go with the flow. If the subject is flowing, I don't have to stop at the minutes. We
yeah,
can go until the last the last
yeah.
minute.
It's fine. Yeah, till the
Okay.
last minute. Yeah, that's okay. Um, like sometimes if maybe you are really tired and you think, I do not want a 30-minute class today. Okay. You
Yeah.
might call a tutor and they are really boring and you think, I don't want to speak to them for 30 minutes. And that's also
But
okay.
if I have some subjects, if I um, don't stock a lot of time, because it depends of the mood. Sometimes with something go wrong, like some devices, equipment, or bad connection, it influences your mind, and when you have some troubles, you forgot to, some words, some sentence,
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It's, you know, uh, some people, they are not, maybe they do not know what to talk about, or they, uh, so normally with those people, you know, people especially nervous people. I have a website that I use that are questions on
Ah,
hundreds of different topics
okay.
that I say to people, okay, maybe for your lessons, like have a look, pick a topic, and we can talk about that. Other people like yourself like to wing it. Like,
Yes.
I think whatever makes you the most comfortable and happiest is what's the most important thing.
Yeah, because we have different way to learn. Some students like to learn by reading, listening, talking with native is the best way though uh, to enhance your vocabulary. Let me ask you something curious. In your daily routine, you speak like right now they speak.
In my everyday life, I do speak faster, um, but I my boyfriend never listens, so I end up repeating myself all the time. But he speaks fluent English, so like, you know, we have lived together for years, and so it's not a problem. On Cambly, I do naturally speak slightly slower, but that is because if someone is speaking Spanish to me really fast, I can't understand anything they are saying. And I do not want my students to have that feeling, you know, when I come on the call and I speak really fast and they're like, what do you mean, you know?
Yeah.
So I do naturally, I have been on here for nearly 10 months now. So yes, I do slow down a bit, but it's more respect for people and wanting people to understand me.
Okay.
It's like in any language. You don't want people to be patronizing, meaning,
Uh,
you know,
Sorry,
you don't
can you say patronizing? What is
uh,
patronizing?
patronizing. It means to talk down to someone, you know, like I'm up here and you're down here, like this.
Okay,
Like I think I'm better than you. I don't.
I got it.
It's not to sound like that, you know. You want to be clear and understandable, but you know, you don't want a tutor to come on and go, "Hello, how are you?" You'd be like, "Come on," you know.
I started last year looking for something because the COVID-19 forced me to think, oh my god, I stay at home, I need to looking for something new for me.
Yeah,
And I came across with some conversation on YouTube, and I started to watching spend a lot of time watching some videos like that because Cambly is expensive. Then
mm-hmm.
I took some minutes, I don't have a plan on Cambly, just some packets, and
Yeah,
I decided to post my journey as well because of that I encouraged myself to talk to
yeah,
native. I
perfect.
listened a lot, spent a lot of time, and started almost 4 months ago to recording videos, to talk to native. It has been helping me a lot. My English now I feel a little bit more comfortable, confident to talk, and that's
Yeah,
all.
perfect.
Yes,
Well, unfortunately, we are out of time,
yes.
but it was a pleasure to meet you.
For me too, it was a pleasure to talk to you. Bye.
And thank you so much. I'm glad I
Thank
got
you.
to